Welcome back to Talk of the Town. Joining us now are Brian and Dave, who join us from the Wisconsin Athletic Foundation. And I'm so excited to have these guys on because there's a very cool project in the works that I want to ask you about. So first of all, kind of tell us how the idea for this project, tell the folks at home about this project and how the idea came about.
Well, I think the main drive for the project was, after coaching athletics for a number of years, Dave and I, with the growing youth movement in athletics, along with high school and college level, we were looking at developing a facility that had a number of fields that would be available for these groups to use. We have a limited number of fields, especially in south central Wisconsin and the Madison area, that these teams can use. So, we have teams that are, competing for, field rights or field availability. So that was one of the main ideas, to give them an option of, not having to run into those, those problems down the line. With the facility, it offers, both outdoor and indoor fields, which, with the weather here in the Midwest, especially around here, is so unpredictable. It just gives them more opportunity to play and more opportunity to hone their skills with an indoor and outdoor type facility that we're looking to build.
Absolutely. And now it's going to be called, I don't know if this name is final or not, but the Wisconsin Regional Athletic Facility. And there's going to be all kinds of sports and things that are going to be available inside. So talk to us a little bit about what the facility will encompass for folks.
I think as far as on the sports side of it, there's a multitude of activities that can take place. We're looking at the main focus would be lacrosse. That's how the idea was kind of built around. But we also can have football, rugby, ultimate frisbee. There's just an enormous expanse of sports and activities that can take place inside the facility. Along with rock climbing, we'll have a ropes course that will allow for some rehabilitation things to take place, especially for any type of wounded warriors, rock climbing enthusiasts, and just people that like the outdoors. And they'll also be able to take place inside with the rock climbing wall that will be inside. And it'll be a family atmosphere. We'll have a restaurant inside the facility as well. And we're looking at developing some other ideas as far as, just a family atmosphere as far as birthday parties and things like that, so people are exposed to the facility. There will be baseball training, CrossFit, batting cages that anybody can use. So it's definitely in the tradition of facilities a true multi-sport complex that anybody can use.
What a cool thing. So all kinds of different events, sporting kind of activities that can take place in this, I'm sure is going to be a large facility. And how important with our tough Wisconsin winters, and to Dave's point before we got started with spring and how mushy the ground can get and wet and soft, there's really a lot of times of year that it's difficult to play sports outside, and depending on what the sport is throughout the year. So a great facility that is going to encompass a lot of things, but it's probably expensive. So what's the plan to raise this money?
Well, we've just started our capital campaign, and we need to raise about $10 million to give us the minimum of what we're looking for. And we have a fundraising director on our board who has a great background, and we are beginning to approach foundations, other foundations. The organizations that we've been in contact with are on board 100%. And so we're going around, and we will raise the money. It's going to be aggressive, but we will make it happen.
Absolutely. And I mean, people have got to be on board with this project, because what a great thing for folks, Wisconsin families, sports lovers, and to be able to do some family events inside is really just a really wonderful thing. So when is this going to break ground? Do you guys have a date or a projected date?
Yeah, basically right now, as our permitting process is going through, it looks like we're going to be putting the first shovel in the ground about November 1st.
Wow.
And then the building is going to be aggressive as well. We want to make sure that we're ready by springtime when we looking to to open the facility.
Very good. Okay, so just, really right around the corner, considering what a
Yes.
big project this is. And we're running out of time, but tell me a little bit about plans for the first event, and how are you guys going to fill the fields for event 1?
Right. First of all, Dan Smith is our general manager for the complex, and his information's on our website. And our first event is going to be April 4th and 5th. We're going to have a weekend spring jamboree for lacrosse. Wisconsin Lacrosse Federation is bringing in spring jamboree, and it's going to be big. About,
stuff.
40, 50 teams coming in. So.
Very cool. Well, a big event to kick off a very neat thing. So, we look forward to seeing what the Wisconsin Athletic Foundation has to offer as far as this facility is concerned. Thank you guys so much for the info. We look forward to seeing what's happening. And you guys stay right there. We've got lots more Talk of the Town coming up right after this.